Okay, I'll let people in. I don't know how many people we're going to have.
Hello there.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Denise.
Hi. I'm looking forward to this tonight.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
It'll be fine. I'm looking forward to it too. I finally remembered it's Tuesday.
Ah,
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
Well, there won't be as many of us as there usually is tonight because, of course, there's going to be it's split between two groups.
Right.
So, and I know that there's a fair number of people who have already got rooms that they're planning to use. So,
yeah.
So Denise, I just emailed you so you can read the email. So I emailed these two new girls a couple days ago. So I emailed her again right now and said, hi, it's me again. I'm looking in this beautiful book I have. It's called The Book of Friendship. So this is the book I look in, say when I'm sending somebody a card, the blank card, and I want to look into, get some ideas what to write. It's such a beautiful book. So I just was reading this. I had a bookmark right here. It says, when you least expect it, a common thread, golden at that, begins to weave together the fabric of friendship. Mary Kay Shanley. Isn't that all of us in this group?
yeah.
Yes.
And that's all it takes, right? That little thread, just a little connection, and yeah.
I won't be doing anything tonight, but I will be following along so I know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I'm here.
So while you're waiting, Denise, I have something to show you.
Okay.
Oh, let me turn this light off. Okay. So see this little corner room?
Yep.
Okay. So this, it's corrugated cardboard, you can see, right?
Yep.
So back in the day, on the bottom here, it says Laurie Saunders. That's why I saved it. So she's our friend, the Laurie Saunders Memorial, whatever. So my best friend. One year we were giving a workshop. So if on the back of this piece of cardboard, it said, it shows a sandy kind of wall, and it says sand glued to wall, then painted, and the sand comes loose. Down here it says Laurie Saunders sampler, 2 stucco, flagstone, see, and brick. This was her sample thing. And on the front here it says pre-cut cardstock painted after application. So that was down here. So we were trying to figure out, oh, sand mixed with paint, smooshed / stroked with brush. Okay. So I had this in my junk kind of, and I thought, well, I didn't want to throw it away because she'd already glued the door on. So one day I was sitting listening to something on the radio, and I just used more corrugated cardboard, see, and added this on the top.
Okay.
Okay, made it into a little corner. I had see this little window? I cut it out of a greeting card. Put a
Okay.
piece of board behind it so it kind of sticks out. Anyway, I added a bench. Oops,
Yeah.
bench. And I set my little red bike right here because I have nowhere else to put it. See how cute that is?
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Love it.
So that's what you can do when you only have one thing, but you need to put it somewhere. And just
Okay.
look how cute. It just was a dumb piece of cardboard.
Yep.
So I just thought I'd show you. What Maureen's going to show you is much more professional looking, but you probably could use the same techniques with a good piece of corrugated cardboard,
Okay.
like a liquor store box. Some of those boxes are really good.
Yeah, I know.
There. Oh, and Kathy too, you got to see that, so that was good.
That was awesome. How's your elbow tonight, Denise?
Still sore, but not as bad as it was last week.
Oh, I've thought about you all week. It just breaks my heart. I know what it's like to break something important. It just, I could feel it. So I hope you're
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Well, I'll go back to the doctor next Tuesday and he'll take the stitches out and stuff. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, we'll be thinking about you.
So can we learn anything about why you fell in the garage?
Sweep up your leaves.
Oh,
I
slip,
got leaves under my foot.
yeah,
And when I went to turn to get out from behind the car door,
it's
my foot
slippery.
slipped out.
The garage floor is quite smooth, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore. My
Oh,
husband's already fixed that side.
oh, good.
That's something to consider, you know, because even in the winter, when you get a bit of water in there and it kind of freezes, for
Yeah.
when you get out, you should have something there that stays still.
Yeah.
Like a rubbery, matty, something that doesn't slip. Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put down a actually a couple of Costco. They've got these big 4x3, I think they were, mats with rubber backs and really strong. And so he went and bought like 5 of them, and he did the ramp and he did where I get out of the car.
Yeah, good idea.
Good.
That's what I thought. But he had that done before I got home from the hospital last Monday.
Good. See there, we learned something. We all could think of doing that very thing soon before
Right.
it gets wet and icy. Yeah.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Barb, it's going to be your birthday. Is that tomorrow? It's Barb's birthday tomorrow.
Happy
Happy
birthday, Barb.
birthday, Barb.
Happy
Birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Barb.
Happy birthday, Barb.
you.
I don't know what the day of the week it is, but for some reason I knew it was Barb's birthday tomorrow. Don't ask me how these. Oh, crazy, huh?
Okay, do you want to get started, Maureen, then, or do you want to
Yeah,
talk?
I suppose it's about,
Let me spotlight you.
okay, we're going to, actually, these are already on my blog, which is stalbertmini.blogspot.com. And I'll send that out later. But first, we'll learn how to make a box,
Yep.
much like the one Sunny just showed us, although this is out of foam core. But this one has no seams on the outside.
Yeah.
So we'll do that, and then I'll show you how to make siding out of foam core, which is so incredibly simple. And then I will show you my she shed as far as it's gotten. I still haven't got a roof on it, and I'm not too sure just how that's going to pan out. But anyway, let's get started and
Okay,
go
so
with the vignette setting.
okay, is this the right one?
Yep, that's the one. Okay, can I scroll down it, Tina?
No, I can. Just tell me where you want to be.
Okay, well, as I say, they're really easy to make. There are no visible joints from the outside. And they're dirt cheap because I make them from foam core that I get at Dollarama for $1.50 a sheet for 20 by, what
30.
is it, 20 by 30 sheet.
I
So
love
you
cheap.
can make tons of these. I made them once for a project at daycare Leanne was working at one time, and the kids made Mother's Day gifts with them.
Which dollar store is it?
Dollarama.
I think Dollar Tree carries foam core as well, don't they? But they both do.
Probably
Or
we don't have a Dollar Tree out here, so
No.
I just shop at Dollarama. If you want to scroll down, Tina. And this is one I made, a birthday card I made for my mom years ago. And I've even decorated the outside. And I've covered the edge, the raw edge with just some cording.
Okay,
Makes
yeah.
it a bit nicer to look at. Okay, we'll go down again. Okay, you decide how wide you want your walls to be. And well, that first one, the walls were, one wall is 5 inches by 8 inches. So to get the whole wall, you cut a 10-inch piece. When you've got that cut,
By what?
10 by 8.
10
The
by
height.
8. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Now, the one that I'm going to show you that I worked on yesterday, I went with a bit bigger one because I thought, oh, I might want to just make something with a bit more room in it. So this one, I cut a sheet of foam core 20 inches wide and 9 inches tall.
Okay.
Then I found the middle of the foam core right between these two yellow Post-its, and I cut from top to bottom, as you can see here very faintly. This one at 10 inches, and this one 3/16 of an inch over. And that's the width, the thickness of your foam core. So you cut those 2 cuts, and then if you give me the screen back, Tina.
I'm not sure how to do that now that I've got to here. I don't know how to. There. Okay.
Okay.
So do we cut all the way through, Maureen?
No, you just cut through the top layer
And the
of
foam.
the cardboard and through the foam. You
Okay.
don't cut through the back. So what you end up with,
Just a minute here. I think I've gotten lost again.
is a piece like that. And then you just take the tip of your X-Acto knife and slide it along. I should have changed blades. This one's not very sharp.
Do you want me to go back to you yourself, Maureen?
I don't know if people can see this.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop sharing and go back to you and, okay, so you can see.
Okay. So there you can see where it's cut there and there.
Yes.
Fold it back against itself. And just slide your X-Acto knife
Okay.
right along the bottom cardboard.
So you're slicing off one piece of foam with the cardboard on the outside attached.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Clever.
clever.
Mhm.
Like that. And if there's any bits of foam left, you can just peel them off with your thumbnail or the edge of your blade. And then all you do is fold it into itself like that.
That's great. Good job.
Really nice idea,
I
Maureen.
like that.
Well, and it
Yes.
gives you two gluing surfaces here,
Mhm.
Yes.
right there and across there. So it's much stronger than just a butt joint would be.
What kind of glue do you use?
I just use tacky, whatever I've got on hand.
Tacky?
As a matter of fact, I've been using tacky from Dollarama.
Yeah.
So does anybody else have foam core in front of them and are ready to try it, or is it just me?
Probably just you.
Okay.
Your
I'd
cuts
love
are
to
so
try
nice.
it.
Your cuts are just so nice, Maureen. I have the big mat, and even with the mat and the lines, I'm always crooked. I can't seem to get it right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, you need a really good X-Acto or a knife. I'll show you mine. Sorry to butt in, Maureen, but since we're talking about cutting.
No,
Mm.
Okay, Sonny, I'll spotlight you here.
oh, I'll show you mine too.
This is my bigger one, but you can get a smaller one. See how that metal part holds your blade?
Yep.
That keeps your blade rigid. And don't stick out any more blade than it takes to cut your foam core. Like literally the width of the foam and then the point.
Yep.
And that's what keeps your blade rigid. And as long as you can keep your hands straight, you're good. The blade won't wiggle in this kind of knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the knife I use. It's a Mastercraft from Canadian Tire, and they go on sale fairly often for
That's even better.
about $6.49. I have two of them. This is my newer one, and it's quite thick and quite heavy. And I don't like it nearly as well as my older one, but they both work very well.
Yeah, I
And
find the regular X-Acto knives, those handles are just too flimsy and they rotate in my hand.
Well, and the blade's at the wrong angle. This blade is blunter and it works. It's heavier, I guess. It works better.
yeah, depending on what I'm working with, I sometimes use my X-Acto knife, but basically I use my Mastercraft for most things.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to our tutorial here. Okay, we've done that middle cut. Now we want to cut the top layer. No, not quite yet. Right here,
This one?
right across the bottom. Yeah. Right across the bottom, cut another 3/16 inch off the top. So you cut off your top layer of cardboard and the foam. And then if it's raggedy, as I said, you just scrape off any excess. And one thing good to know, because I did have trouble with this one, I had a lot of stuff I had to scrape off, and I had bits and pieces of foam flying everywhere. So I went into the laundry room and I got a bounce sheet and I just ran it over everything, including my X-Acto knife because it was covered with foam, and just wiped everything off. The foam just fell into the garbage can like it was supposed to. It didn't stick to anything anymore.
And you smell better. It's all-
Well, I use the unscented one, so that doesn't
okay.
really.
But you don't have static. That's great. Great tip.
But that works with anytime you're working with foam of any kind. Keep a
Awesome.
bounce sheet handy and it just makes such a difference. Okay, we'll go down. And there we've already demonstrated how to cut that out of the middle there.
Mhm.
Then, now I have this corner clamp, which I love because it just holds everything nice and tight until your glue sets. But oh, I forgot here. Yeah, once you've got these cuts made, you glue in, you put glue all down that center piece. Then you fold the side in the way I showed you earlier and clamp it until the glue dries. If you don't have a corner clamp, I have also used my gluing jig, put the glue joint in the corner and put a book on to hold it in place until the glue dried.
Where do we get a corner clamp?
I think I probably got those at Princess Auto.
Okay, yeah. Ooh, we
They
haven't
were
heard of,
very expensive. I've got 3 or 4 of them.
oh, good idea.
Mhm.
I think I've got one.
You girls have the best tools.
We've been at it for a long time.
Okay, so just remind me again what proportions these two sides were when we started out. We cut at the 10-inch mark.
Yeah,
Okay, you had 20, yours was 20. No, what did you say?
it was 20 inches total. You cut at the 10-inch mark, then you're 3/16.
16ths, right.
Then you fold
Yeah,
that first, well, it would be my left-hand side
right. So this,
into that hole.
right.
and
okay,
when-
that,
If you want to just double check to make sure you're doing it the right way, just after the fold is there before you've glued it, just check your
Oh.
measurements and it should be 10 inches both ways, both walls.
okay, okay. So it equals 10 by 10 then. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
While that's drying, you cut a 10 by 10 piece. And then that cut across the bottom that you made, you put your glue in there and put it in as put the bottom in there to form the base of your vignette. Now, this was a different use of my gluing jig. I turned the piece upside down like that and put the gluing jig on it to hold it in place while the glue dried. I don't think that was the intention of the gluing jig, but it worked well. Or if you've got a lightweight book, you can use that too. And there's the 10 by 10 setting.
Mhm.
Great.
Put quite a bit of stuff in there. As a matter of fact, I have a beautiful bed that I got. And at one of our sales. And I think that that might be a place I can put it so I can show it off because it's really quite pretty. Anyway, that is how you make those
Well-
invisible joints.
I have a quick question.
Yeah,
If you want to have a window in this or a door in it, I would assume you'd cut your door or your window hole before you start. You'd cut it when everything was still flat on the table, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah, and then you'd
yeah, I
be
certainly would.
cutting and you're folding and all that kind of thing.
So you
Because
just
other-
run back really fast a half an hour later and go, oh bleep, and you carefully unfold that.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I probably would have gone, oh, man.
Although if you make one and then you decide later that you want to put a window in or a door in or whatever, what you can do is hang it over the corner of a table
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
like,
Yep.
like that
Mhm.
and cut your window out.
Okay.
So it's not insurmountable if you leave it till later.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
What are the dimensions of a she shed? Are we looking at 8 inches wide by 8 inches high by 8 inches deep?
The she shed is oh, what did I do with my ruler? I probably took it out to the other room. It's let's see. Let me just get my ruler. A ruler somewhere.
Maureen isn't making a she shed, Cheryl, it's a she house.
Oh, she house, okay.
20 feet.
Which is my
square.
kind of me shed.
Yes.
Okay, it is 13 inches wide, 8.5 inches deep, and it is 8 inches here and 10 inches here.
Okay.
It's surprising if you have a big craft table. It's surprising how much room it takes up. Yeah, especially if you want it freestanding in the middle of the floor. But I mean, let's face it, guys, if you look around at people in the club and you look at the size of the space that they work in, it can range from a closet to a table in the corner of a guest bedroom to a whole bedroom, a small bedroom, or it can be a whole big room, or in my case, the entire basement.
Well, in my case, it's the master bedroom of this suite,
Yeah,
and it's huge. Plus, it has double closets, and they're chock full of everything.
I'm so jealous.
Mm.
yeah.
It's okay, Stacy, they still only have a foot square of empty space on that huge table that they can work in anyway.
Right.
Actually, it's about 6 by 10 on my desk.
There.
The actual working space. Anyway, so next we'll do the siding.
Great.
Okay. Just hang on here. Okay. Now, Maureen, I'm going to try and use the pictures as you talk, in the
Yeah.
hope you can get a better look at them. So this shows where your markings are, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right along the edge. I've marked it off in 1/2 inch increments.
Okay.
And here's one tiny one that I just just did. And the next one, this is the one where I've taken my straight edge and I've cut across the whole sheet at the 1/2-inch intervals.
And you're just scoring it?
Then when that's
Maureen,
done,
Maureen, before you go any further, how deep
Yeah.
do you cut? Do you cut really deep, or just a light score, or do you just cut the top stuff?
I cut fairly deep, probably, some of them might even be right down to the, just about down to the bottom layer of cardboard.
Okay.
And this is where you get the siding effect. You just take your, the end of your X-Acto knife,
Mm-hmm.
run it along that ridge at an angle, and do that all the way down.
This is so clever. Did you come up with this yourself?
No, to the best of my knowledge, I got it from Joanne Swanson, who is, for years was a contributor to Nutshell News and for a while to Dollhouse Miniatures magazine.
So clever.
And she is one of the most creative people, using cardboard and paper and so on to make all sorts of things. And I think that I first saw this in a garage that she had made. And she'd made it out of foam core and she did the siding like that. And I was so impressed with it. And I've been, I don't use it a great deal, but I have used it a fair bit over the years.
Very clever.
So that's what it looks like.
Cool.
That's what it looks like when it's done. And then you can see
Oh, yeah.
the
Great.
edge, the effect that you get. So I think it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And it's cheap.
I like cheap.
Yeah. me
Yeah,
too.
me too. And this is just a little vignette that I
Aw,
taught in Nova Scotia, 14 years ago, I think.
that's great.
And that's with the foam core siding and just a door and some decorations, just a little porch. So that's the easy peasy one.
I love easy. Cheap and easy. That's, let's not let that get around.
Okay, the she shed. This particular shed is made with 2 layers of foam core,
Mm.
and they're glued together. First of all, you peel the labels off.
Yeah.
If you don't, I didn't when I was trying something else with the 2 sheets, and I forgot to take the labels off, and I got a little lump in there, and it was hard to cut. So peel the labels off.
But you don't
Cover-
peel the paper, right?
No, just the label. There's a paper label on foam core
Gotcha, gotcha.
with the information on it, and you just it comes off very easily. And then you spread glue all over the one sheet. And you really have to work pretty quickly because glue doesn't stay very long. It doesn't stay damp and working very long. Then you put your second sheet of foam core on top. Make sure all your edges are even. Stack the heaviest books you've got on it and leave it for 4 or 5 days. I tried, originally I thought, oh, day or 2 should be good. But when I made this set of double foam core. I was feeling pretty lazy and I didn't get around to it for 4 or 5 days. So it cut beautifully once I took the books off. But I was going to try something new yesterday. And I had only left the sheets there for 2 days and I still had wet glue.
Mm.
And oh, it made a mess.
So is this the floor that you're telling two sheets?
This will make the whole shed except a roof.
Oh, so that's not just the floor.
No, that's, here's the plan.
Ah, okay.
Now, this is all cut. The bottom that's labeled walls is all cut in one piece. The front and the floor are 2 separate pieces.
Okay.
And that will all turn into this.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
it's
done a good
it's
job.
a pretty economical use of
So that's $2.50, eh? $2.50 to make a whole she shed.
$3.
Oh,
'Cause
$3.
it's $1.50 a sheet these days.
Okay.
Used to be only $1. Oh, well.
So Maureen, when you do the walls, you do them the same way we learned to cut that first little place?
Yep. Yep,
Okay.
that's exactly what you do. But what you have to do, next slide, Tina.
This one?
Yeah. Now here I've cut out the walls.
Okay, yeah.
And here you can see I've made the cuts for the corners. Now, because we've got 2 sheets, you want this cut, your second cut, to be 3/8 of an inch. Because remember, foam core is 3/16 of an inch. You've got 2, so you've got 3/8 of an inch. So that cut has to be in an additional 3/8.
So you want to cut it right back to the bottom sheet.
This
don't
cut
cut
you
through the
want
bottom.
you want it to go right through to the back, but not through it.
Okay.
So which is the first cut in where the back and the side comes together?
The measurements are on the website.
Okay,
And you do that on both sides. And clean them out. Then, now this is where it gets interesting. Now, along the bottom, you can see I've made a cut 3/8 of an inch up from the bottom, but this time I did not cut through to the back. I only cut through the first sheet
Okay.
of foam core.
So it's only half as deep as these corner ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Not sure what that picture's about.
This
why?
is the floor.
Ah, okay.
Ah, okay.
All the measurements are on the block.
Looks so good.
And here I've just dry fitted it to make sure that everything's where it should be. And then I've got my flooring just set in to make sure it fits.
Get that. I like it.
Now, this is the fun part, doing the siding. Now, actually, it's relatively easy to do. You've seen it on the sample. The trick with this is you want to stop when you hit that area that has nothing behind it.
Oh, sure,
This
because the knife would just go straight through.
Yeah, this is why you have to do the siding after you've got that hole taken out. If you do the siding, then try and take that piece out, you're just going to have such a mess on your hands. I tried it and I ended up with big holes here, there, and everywhere. So there's that's my left-hand side. The right-hand side, I wanted to put in a window. So I cut out the opening for the window before I scored my siding. There's no sense scoring all this stuff and then taking it out. So you can see there are a couple spots here where it's cut through, but once you put it back together, it's really not noticeable. So now with those areas cut, you can glue your corners. Now I have the floor in there, but I haven't glued it yet. It is just sitting in there and it's held in place with a T-pin. There. Can you see that?
It's held in place by what?
A T-pin.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to stop sharing and go back over.
Yeah.
Okay, now hold it up. Hold it up higher. Yeah, can you see it?
There.
Oh, okay.
These are great to work with because they've got this nice little handle that sticks out. Like that.
Yeah.
So you can hold things in place.
They're also called wig pins. We used to use them for our wigs. Anyway.
Yeah, a wig pin, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
You can hang pictures with them. They're wonderful. I love T-pins.
Yeah, they are quite versatile.
Yeah.
So once you've got that done, that's your basic room. Now you want to put a front on.
Okay, let me just go back to my
Yeah.
other pictures here.
Okay, this is the front piece. You can see I've scored across there. I've cut out the opening for my double doors. Then I'm going to turn it over. And once again, you're going to do some cutting around the edges. Not the top, but the two wall sides in the floor.
So along here
Yeah,
and along here, right?
yeah.
Okay.
You're going to cut in 3/8 of an inch on those three sides. But once again, this cut is only through the top layer. of foam core.
Okay.
Then here it is pinned to the front of the she shed.
You know, I know what you mean now, Maureen, about leaving the top open so you can see in. Because you're going to have a lot of wonderful stuff inside that room, and some of it will be difficult to see through those double doors. So
Oh, definitely.
by having the roof open, or just leaving it open for that matter.
Well,
Or
you
leaving
like to
it
have
up.
some protection from dust though.
Yeah.
But one thing that, one reason I want to be able to see in the top is that I plan on having a little bathroom in the corner.
Ah,
And there's no way you'll be able to see that unless you can see from the top. So I'm thinking maybe I'll try and work out some sort of top with either plexi or even just heavy plastic on the top, maybe mat board. But I haven't quite gotten there yet. So we'll have to have another session when I finally figure out how to do the top.
couldn't you just like you did the edges of the and the bottom of the front, if you took the top edges and just cut them in 3/8 of an inch, but only one layer of the wall, that would give you a little ledge all the way around to just
Yeah.
put a piece of plexi on.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's possible too. Yeah, there are a lot of different options. One other thing I'm sort of toying with is maybe having open beams across the ceiling and putting lights through them, sort of like pot lights. But I haven't figured that out yet either. So I will come up with a couple ideas, and maybe one of them will suit you guys, whatever. And there's my window. There's the view from the top.
So where's your bathroom going to be? On one of these front walls?
Over in the upper left corner, I think.
Here?
Yeah,
Okay.
tentatively. I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do with the inside of it. But the other thing is, oh, there it is with the doors open.
Nice.
Well, actually, there is a bit of viewing area there. Another option, if you didn't want the door, you could just do this piece, but cut out most of the front and put a sheet of plastic between the two sheets of foam core.
Oh yeah.
Then everything would be visible at once. So, as I said, it's still a work in progress, but. And then the next shot, the final shot, I mentioned when I sent a supply list out that you could get this corner guard from Home Depot. Well, my daughter went to get it for me the other day and it was out of stock. It's 3/4 of an inch across the each way around the corner.
Okay.
So I'm thinking what I would do is glue it to the side of the front, leaving a gap in there so that whole front piece could be removed.
Oh, okay.
So it would only be glued to the front, not to the side.
No, it would be glued to the side, not the front, because you want the front.
Lift out, so you lift it up.
Oh, you
Yeah.
okay.
It would be glued here, loose on the front, and then this whole piece could just be pulled up.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
So that's another option. That's one reason most of this is still just pinned together. So I'm leaving my options open, as can you. So does anybody have any questions?
If you're going to wallpaper, say, or something in there, you could do that flat, right before you folded the walls, all those things.
Definitely. Yeah, and that's one advantage of using the pins to put it together, because you can just take them out, wallpaper, whatever. And then when you've got things exactly the way you want them, then you take the pins out, you glue where you need to glue, and you've left your options open a bit.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if anybody has any questions whatsoever, you can email me or ask if you think of something later. Certainly email me if you want, if you've got anything you want to ask now.
Where'd you get your flooring?
Pardon?
Where did you get your flooring? I love that.
I got that from Tina at one of our garage sales.
Oh.
I got
nice.
3
I have
pieces of
another
it.
couple. I don't keep this stuff in stock. This is the 1/2-inch version, but as Maureen, I'm going to take you off spotlight for a minute.
Yeah.
Put myself on here. Okay. This is 1/2-inch. What I sell is 1/2-inch flooring. I cut it as needed. And every once in a while I make a mistake and cut too much, or there'd be a little error in it. So I usually stick it in garage sales. So there's 2 here, and I don't know what they're 8.5 inches square. Yeah, something like that. But they come in all kinds of different patterns too. So I've got 2 more going into this garage sale coming up.
What is it made of? Is it
Wood.
It's basswood.
Oh, okay.
So it can be stained, you sand it, you stain it. With something like parquet, you can get real fancy with different colored pens and actually have different colors of wood in there. Or there's a pattern called Versailles, which is kind of a cross-hatched thing. Looks like woven. And I've done it with, I don't know if I can, I don't know if you can see that picture. But
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Using different colors of pens, you can get quite a fancy effect.
Love that.
So anyway, there'll be a couple coming up in the garage sale, which reminds me, where's all your pictures?
So
Okay.
it would be a good idea to plan your floor if you had a sheet of something already, to plan your room to fit the floor.
Actually, that's why this is the size it is, because I made it around that floor.
Or a phone call will get you a floor cut the size you want.
True, but just in case you've been saving one for 26 years, and you have that sheet.
Yeah. I can't cut.
Actually, I have 2 of yours left because I bought 3 at that garage sale.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do much. The wood that I buy is only 9 inches wide, so I'm restricted to 9 inches, but I can go as big as 18 the other direction. I've got 1 or 2 sheets that are 12 inches wide, but I've discovered that if you order wood that is 12 inches wide, there's usually a joint in it and it doesn't stain properly. You get a difference on the two pieces.
Okay.
Even though I plead with them every time I put in an order saying, please no joints. But I've decided the easiest thing to do is just go with 9 inches. Beside that, it's cheaper to ship. So anyway, it's worth playing around with. So that's my task for next week, is to get all my photographs taken. I've got a bunch of stuff that's going into the garage sale this time. Yeah, I didn't really look, but Maureen, yeah, if when people go and look at the video of this on when we were sharing the screen, if you look up in the top corner, you can see the actual address of the blog up there. But perhaps Maureen, when we send out the video, I'll send out the link as well.
Yeah, yeah.
This is where you can find it.
And actually the 3 that we offered tonight are 2 from yesterday and 1 from this afternoon. Which is good because I hadn't posted since July. I've had more computer problems than I can shake a stick at.
So another good thing for a glass front is if you can get a picture frame that has a thin frame, it works perfect to like make the hole. It'll fit in there somehow. You could think of that too.
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to go and dig through my stuff today, and I've got 2 boxes in my back room there. One of them is labeled 1 12th inch craft room and the other one is labeled 1 48th inch craft room.
Oh.
And I have 0 idea of what's in either one of them. But I'm feeling better now, but I was feeling terrible all day and last night. Deciding to get your COVID booster and your flu shot at the same time is not a good plan. Do them separately.
My friend had hers, Rosalind had hers, Tina, and she had no after effects.
Well, I got them in the morning, yesterday morning, and by about 7 o'clock last night, I was shivering. I was so cold. I could not warm up.
Tina, I had the same thing with just the flu shot, and I had mine yesterday, and about 10 hours, 6 hours after, I had it in the morning, and then about 7 o'clock at night, I was absolutely freezing. I was shivering, shaking. 3 blankets and a dog to get me warmed up.
Yeah, I must have spent half an hour in the shower with it as hot as I could stand, and I still couldn't get warm. And it was the flu shot. I know it was the flu shot because I felt like I was coming down with the flu.
My dad had the same thing happen to him about a week ago. So
yeah, well, they said something odd to me. They said, oh, this is the new high strength version that you're getting. And I never even thought to question what she meant.
They have one.
Seniors.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so
they have one for the over 65, which is a little more potent than the one for under 65.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're going out of their way to make us sick. Is that it?
Yeah. If you're not sick, you're sick.
Well, I'm glad, Maureen, that I'm not the only one that got that. I kept thinking, this is weird. Why? I don't react to vaccines at all.
No, usually I have like my arm may be sore for a while, like a day or 2, but I've never had this. And I even, as I put it, I feel like a slug today.
Yeah, I've been feeling the same way all day. So I was gonna, as I said, I was gonna go and dig through my boxes and see if I had any fun stuff to share with you, but it's gonna have to wait now. So anyway, get your cards and letters coming in. I'm looking for garage sale items. So I've got a few people showing up with them. And tomorrow's task, I just got the survey returns from Inger. So tomorrow I'm going to be working on getting the photos up on our website, and I'll send out an announcement of the winners and things. I don't know who they are yet. I've got a bunch of numbers is all I've got. So I don't know who won what, but I will know tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
So I will get that up on the website. I
It
must
was-
say though, I was very, very disappointed in the entire club. There was only 22 votes. So for a club for 50 people, people
Yeah,
just
that's-
did not bother to vote.
Oh, too bad. It was a hard job.
It was,
Well, yeah.
but
Yeah, it
still,
was.
people should have voted. I agree.
Yep. So I'm going to give everybody a blast. Next, when I send it out, I'm going to shake my finger at people and say, you. It's just like, if you don't vote, you get what you deserve. So if you have no right to say, well, I don't think that one was the best. Well, then you should have voted.
I love you, Tina.
Yeah. So that'll be up tomorrow anyway.
Awesome.
Great.
This was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. And I don't know if I could do exactly the way you did it, but boy, it looks so good. And I love it that it's just, I don't have to go and buy really expensive stuff in case I mess up.
Well, that's the nice thing about this technique, Maureen, is that it is so inexpensive. So you can actually afford to mess up. And if you want it, the measurements that are on Maureen's blog are for just for 2 sheets. But I mean, you're only investing another couple of bucks, and you could make it twice that size if you wanted to.
Love it.
Thank
So,
you, Maureen. That was great.
Erica put a thing in chat to say she thought she'd solved her audio problems, but she hasn't, and she had to leave.
Mm.
What's with that, Tina, I wonder?
I don't know. She said she was going to get her kids to fix it. I don't know. I'm not a technical Zoom person. The problem is I don't know what kind of equipment people are working on.
Right,
I can tell people a few things about working on a computer
yeah,
because I work on my mainframe, my
Yeah.
desktop.
Yeah.
I have no idea if people are using iPads or phones or laptops. Something about Zoom, it has a different interface for all of the different types of.
yes,
So
Yeah.
if you've got an iPad versus if you've got an Android, it's going to be different. If you've got an iPhone versus a Samsung, it's going to be different. If you've got an Apple versus an IBM, it's going to be different. So I think that Erica's idea about getting your kids to fix it is the best one because I can't help her.
So when the little sign comes up at the beginning on my laptop, it says test audio. I don't do it, but there's a little square that says test audio. That's right at the very beginning.
Yeah.
So what are we going to listen to if I click on there, I wonder? Like, what are we testing? We're not even checked in yet, are we?
I think it plays music.
Okay,
And like I did it the first time when the first meeting I went to on for MEE,
Okay.
and it worked fine. Like it'll tell you when it works.
okay. Oh, hi, Karen.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Hello. I got in on when you were just doing the first bit, cutting and folds and stuff. So I'll have to listen to that, go back and listen to that when it's posted. But this is great.
Yeah. Bye, Barb. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Barb.
Birthday.
Thanks again.
Happy birthday, Barb. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Maureen, the pictures and everything were great. So thank you very much.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome.
Thank you,
Really.
Maureen. It really to cut those corner angles. I really like that. I'm gonna have to experiment with it.
Yeah, I really like them, and they're so strong. I think is a big part of it too.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks, Maureen.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
you're
you,
welcome.
Maureen.
Okay.
Any questions, just give me a call or give me an email and I will try and help.
Okay,
Wonderful.
So if
Thank
we
you,
call and
Tina.
start swearing at you, you'll know why, what we're having difficulty.
Oh, I've been known to do that a bit myself on occasion.
Gosh.
Okay. Talk to you guys soon then. I'm going to end the session.
Okay.
bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Tina.
Right.
Bye now.
Everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Night.